All right, and here we are. We have officially made it to the very first games of our first Premier League season with Sunderland A.F.C. since the 2016-17 Premier League season. What do we have in store for us? Let's just go see. So, as you can see, big ol' game one, Man City, yippee-ki-yay, and it does not get easier from there. We have Everton away next, and then Man United. So, Manchester's coming to us. One redeeming factor is that both of them are home games. So, that's positive. I got the expectations for the coming match. Board expects us to lose. Supporters expect us to lose. So that's great. In terms of what I have done since I last left you, it looks like a whole lot, but it has not been a whole lot. In terms of transfers out, I mean, we came in on the 3rd, and it's just been a steady stream of people going out on loan because a lot of these got a little grumpy that this player in particular, Pierre Equa, he wanted a new contract, and I'd never seen him play. I didn't know who he was, so I said no. And I think he had 6 players decide to join in on him. And you know as well as I do that team chemistry, team cohesion, team mutinies are all powerful. So unfortunately, I had a lot on my hands. Luckily, every single one of them was a fringe player, and I was able to either loan them out or sell them to make room for happy thoughts only. Picked up Reece Williams. He had, I think he was being sold. He was being sold by Liverpool for $140,000. I mean, I needed a center back. He's not the left-footed center back that I wanted, but I think for $140,000 at 6'5", 16 jumping reach, 15 heading, and decent physicals, decent technicals, I think he was well worth $140,000, and he's only getting paid $12,000 a week. So I think that was worth it. My director of football, my general manager, also picked up Lewis Peary from Leeds. I also have done an insane number of free transfers, though I was really disappointed. My general manager here, Florent, typically, you can go to the request GM suggestions, go to free transfers. There are, 9, 12, 14 positions here. From day one, so from the 3rd of July, I think he was only able to suggest 4 people for 4 or 5 of the 16 positions, or the 14 positions, and I had no idea why. I knew that there were other free agents out there, much better free agents than the ones he was giving me, but he, for whatever reason, decided not to acknowledge them. And instead, I would have to get them through my scouting recommendations. So I did a bit of work and was able to find a few people. My general manager, again, director of football, picked up Isaac Bailey for pennies. In fact, 0 pennies. He was free coming out of Southampton. And Miguel Aziz was another one of those just freebie pickups. Neither of them are any good, but to get Miguel Aziz for free and then be able to sell him somewhere between 2 and 5.5 million, I think is going to end up, especially for a club as strapped for cash as we are, that's going to end up being a good fit. Isaac Bailey, I mean, he's not worth anything, but he is 17, so maybe he can boost up in the future, put him out on loan, find something. I did find Drissa Kamara, and I signed him. He is going to end up playing in that defensive midfield role. I have him training as that deep-lying playmaker. on support. So he'll be a backup option. Ben Mee was one of those higher profile players that just didn't show up on my general manager's list of free agents, but did show up on the scouting recommendations. So I was able to pick him up. Yes, he's 35 and he's only 6 feet tall, but to get him for free, to only pay him $29,000 a week, and he's got 14 jumping reach, 16 heading, excellent teamwork, his tackling is stellar, aggression, bravery. So still at 35, I mean, his pace is still up there. He's not going to be a long-term solution by any means. Stoyan Pergolev is another one of those general manager pickups. Maybe we'll get a couple bucks for him. This next one's a big signing for us, Carlos Vinicius. So he is formerly of Fulham. Got him for free. Again, one of those ones that didn't show up with our general manager, but did just appear randomly with our scouting recommendations. Fulham bought him from Benfica for $5.25 million last year and sold him for free, cut him before he was able to play. So, yay. I mean, lucky me. But he's immediately going to come in and be our starting striker. I also finally got the work permit approval for Juan Baranaga. He comes in from Boca. He was on sale for $1 million. It looks like he went from Belgrano to Boca, played one game, had an assist, and they said, thanks for that one game, and put him up for sale. He is a right-footed wingback, and I mean, with 13 crossing, 14 pace, 13 acceleration, his off the ball is pretty good for this level, for our level, not the Premier, but for our level. I think he's going to be able to play in this system exactly how I need him to play in this system. So I think for $1 million, that was a pretty decent pickup. Next signing, Michael Floraruncio from Napoli. I have him on loan right now, but there is a mandatory fee of $1.3 million when, not if, but when we avoid relegation from the Premier League. And I think, again, for 1.3 mil, I think he's going to be a really great fit for, again, that strong midfield presence that we need. And then this last one, I kind of took a flyer on Jamal Lewis. I'm paying him probably way too much at $29K a week. But again, I got him for free. He's now worth around $10 million. Next year, I'll probably look to push him on. We already have some okay depth at the left back position with our highest paid player at $105,000 per week. Don't know how he possibly lucked into that, because I believe that's $30,000 more per week than any other player we currently have, which is wild because at 31, this guy's not that good. So maybe he's one that next year we move on. If anybody wants to give me anywhere close to that for him, love it. And then in waiting, we have Dennis Sirkin just behind him, which is nice to have. So, like I said, I probably overpaid. But again, I think in a year's time, when we're able to get that money back, we'll be okay. Cool. So I'm just going to get into it because this is going to hurt. All right. Team's warming up. System recommendations. I mean, we really don't have anything to lose here. Let's be honest. Go through, really try and pump them up, help them feel like maybe this isn't a lost cause. So right away, I am going to fix all of this because this is nonsensical. Key highlights, bump that up one. Going behind the goal. All right, Jesus, I'm back. So had to fix all of that because definitely not going to sit there. Okay, obviously. What? This isn't a replay. What in the heck? Oh my lord. Alright, well, Phil Foden was off the mark here. I'm going to fix this. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, Pele. Oh, no. You freaking biscuit. Well, that's a super fun way to start your first freaking game. Golly. Ugh. Alright, well, son of a snickerdoodle. Fudge, man. Alright, well, we're going to go down to 10 players. It's only the 20th minute. And we have an injured goalkeeper, or a lame goalkeeper, I should say. God, freaking Timothy. I shouldn't have started you. I know that. I mean, I got to take off a center midfielder. Maybe push Dan Neal up a skosh. Still have him be a deep-lying playmaker. Golly. All right. First freaking game of the season, we're playing a brand new transfer, and we've got 70 minutes at home to City to hold on. I mean, that's concerning. 0 shots, 0 on target. Where the hell is Carlos? But we made it through the half unscathed. Oh, man, that is freaking... I don't even know where he is. Where are you? Timothy. Ugh. We've been unlucky so far. I mean, honestly, I think we've been incredibly lucky. All right, boys. Hold on for your freaking lives. I mean, Simon Adingra. Roberts in. Pulls it back to Baraniga. Adingra! Okay, we're getting a shot off. That's not so bad. 50 minutes in. We've got Patrick Roberts playing horribly. Patrick Roberts back out to Baraniga, to Brown, into Roberts, and he takes the penalty. I don't even know who I have here on penalties. Nobody. Carlos? Yes, sir. Simon Adingra? Sure. Patrick Roberts? Sure. But it's going to be Carlos. Will Carlos be the first Sunderland player to score in the Premier League in almost a decade? Come on, Carlos. Come on, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. 1-0 up at home to City through Carlos and the penalty kick. Oh, heck yeah. Let me give him all the praise for that. Sends Ederson the wrong way. Calm it down, boys. Ooh, I thought you were going to get up there. Reinildo. Freaking. And goal. You just knew, ball over the top, Holland running free, something was going to happen. Ruben into Holland, takes it down with the chest. And it looks like it was the deflection, too. I don't know if that was Ballard. This just feels like the time where this is going to go sideways real quick. I mean, Holland's over here, he's offside, but he's just sitting there. It's like, we don't give a crap. Matthias Nunez, Doku. Well, I can't say it wasn't expected. I don't want to freaking watch that. All right, well, I'm going to... Jiminy Christmas. Everybody and their grandmother has yellow cards. We've got people just being absolute trash. Holy snake oil. Wilson, Isidore, sure, go play inside forward. Juan Baraniga's got the freaking yellow card on him already. Alan Brown, let's put Michael in there. Ball winning midfielder. Oh, God, I wish I freaking had somebody to put in. I mean, maybe we could do that and put him in there. I mean, Abdullah Ba's not really who I want. But I don't want him as an inside forward. I want him as a winger. All right, well, that's 4. Sure, there's plenty of time to go out and make this happen. Let's encourage the boys. I'm not upset. I'm just really disappointed. But internally, it's just sort of, yeah, well, duh. Oh, man. Another attacking highlight. Kovacic into Ruben. John Stones. Gundogan up the wing. Jiminy Christmas into Holland. No. Kovacic. Oh, God. There was hope. For that 1 second, there was hope. And then it was cruelly stolen away from me. I don't want to freaking watch that nonsense anymore. I'm going to make our last sub because we've got tired little babies. They're just sleepy little babies. I'm going to move Michael here. Trey is going to go there. All right, well, that's... It's not a lot of time, but I trust you to make a difference. Yes. Come on, Trey. 7 minutes of stoppage time. I mean, it hasn't been a bad game. Like, our XG is even. They've just had 8 freaking shots on goal. And we had a red card. So, we were underdog. Oh, stop. You did yourselves proud today, and that's all I asked for. Sure. Let's beat him up. Okay, well, I just made everyone upset, so that's the last time I try and say anything about anything. Still has us above United, and they're not in first place, so we got that going for us. Well, that sucked. I mean, I definitely have to say something to him because he was an absolute train wreck. I think you're being too harsh. Nobody defended well in that game, so singling me out for criticism seems unfair. My guy, you're the only one with a red card for a stupid tackle. That was a straight red. We had 4 other people get yellow cards, and you were the only one to get a red. What do you mean it's unfair to single you out? You might have been happy with that performance, but I was not. Yes, I absolutely not appeal against the suspension. Honestly, I wish I could freaking fine him more than that. Half a week's wage. All right. Well, accepts his fine. Again, he's going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I don't think it's important for me to be singled out. What? What do you mean you don't think it's fair to be singled out? God. Only guy to get a red card in the whole game, and he's just like, I don't think I was that bad. Dude, you didn't play 70 minutes of the game. All right, well, I'm going to get through this Everton game, I'm going to get through the Everton game, and then I will see you in the future for Man United. Yay! Hopefully they stay down there. We are back, my friends. All right, so in that in-betweeny game away at Everton, we drew 1-1. Simon Adingra scored on a beautiful goal, pumped all the way through the box from our right back. From our new right back, Juan Barinaga. He kind of just pivoted on the spot and sent one straight across the box and went through literally everyone. And Adingra just happened to be there. All right, starting lineup here for our second game against a Manchester club. We have our new goalkeeper, Sava, in goal. He is a better goalkeeper than Patterson in almost every capacity. Signed from Udinese for 2.6 million. He has played 13 games in his career. We'll see what happens. Reinildo at the left, Sealt playing left center back, Ballard and Barinaga, Foloruncho and Neal in the midfield, Adingra, Lafitte, Isidore across the attacking midfield, and Carlos Vinicius up top. Interestingly, a United loan player came across my inbox a couple of weeks ago, and they were looking to loan out Garnacho, and I said, yes, please. I'll find some way to put him and Adingra together. He ended up signing a new deal. Probably is not going to happen. So let's see if he ends up doing something here. Luke Shaw into Casemiro. I am going to pause right here. I do want to mention that ask and ye shall receive. Remember when I said that I wanted to go into this game still above United? Well, they have not had a great run of form, much like us, but their goal difference is a bit higher than ours. So we do go into this game ahead of United. Just more proof that United sucks. All right, Barinaga, he has played really well. Enzo Lafitte into Carlos. I was offside anyway. All right, Onana, Lissandro Martinez. I wish we were wearing a darker color. I know these are our home jerseys, but this is white on basically white. Carlos pressures, Onana, Bruno Fernandes, Diego Dallo, Joshua Zirkzee, Bruno Fernandes is going to pop it into the box. Diallo is going to... All right. Cool. 5 minutes in, they've taken what feels like 6 million shots. Dinger gives the ball up. Our attack is just so weak right now. I don't think it's a matter. Oh, what a great ball. Bruno with the straight up miss. We do have a shot on goal, I suppose, but I feel like our attacking highlights are so minimal. All right, Barinaga into Isidore. Pops it into the back post. Simon Adingra. Let's encourage the homies. Come on, friends. United playing with a frickin' back seven. Those cowards. Those cowards. All right. Right now, XG is in United's favor. We have had an additional shot on goal. They're bad shots on goal. Am I happy with the performance? No. But what are you going to do, right? See, this match's momentum. I guess maybe this is pure white for us, and it's like a muddy white, a pink. You look up here, a pink for them. Ooh. Goal kick. Isidore has been absolute junk out on that wing. Absolute junk. I gotta put freaking Patrick Roberts back out there. Jamal Lewis, but I want him to be a winger. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to change his personalized positioning to be out there. All right, well, we've got about 20 minutes left in the game. We've had a bunch of shots, only 2 on frame, and an XG of less than half a goal. So we've taken 8 shots, 2 on frame, and have an XG of less than half a goal. Not great. Don't have to be a mathematician there. All right. Roberts, again, had the line and did absolute nothing with it. Oh, come on. Enzo Lafite threaded Lewis there. Give it to me, baby. Oh, get in there. Patrick Roberts back to Baraniga. Dan Neal, Lafite, and threads Lewis. Lewis ran straight up that line. Oh, that was pretty. I think this might be... Well, no. We have had a lead against both Manchester teams. Didn't go so hot the first time. Let's see if we can hold on here. I think now might be the time to pull my other tactic. If you remember, I made a second tactic here that was more balance. That's not what I want to do. It's more... You can tell my mouse is dying. Bernildo. Let's put Sirkin in. I guess, though, I would love to plug Dan Neal, but he's playing well. All right, let's just go with that. Try to see. All right, come on, boys. 5 minutes to go. Trey Hume, Luke. Patrick Roberts. Oh, I fucking hate him. I literally hate him. All of that work to win the ball on the end line and stand there with your finger in your butt. Oh my God. What an absolute travesty that was. What an freaking A, man. Oh. Those games. Golly, that would have put us at 4 points. We would have been in 10th place and would have shot Man United down. Well, not shot them. I mean, they're at the bottom of the table anyway, but well, it hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be very honest with you. I mean, we're 3 games in, 2 draws and a loss. Well, that was Everton, but 2 draws, United and Everton, home and away, and then a loss to Man City. Oh, down to 10 men for us. we go up 1-0 and then give up 3 straight goals. I mean, I can't say that it wasn't expected to lose that game, but very frustrating to go ahead and then to go down. So I think the next time I come back might be for the Arsenal-Chelsea back-to-back here. Maybe the Newcastle one, depending on where these 3 are in line in the Premier League. I'm going to do some backgroundy stuff, including a second round game away at Sheffield Wednesday, and I'll see you in November. If you liked and appreciated this kind of content, please like and subscribe and turn on notifications to make sure that you are up to date with everything that goes on with the Sunderland Till I Die series and all of the shorts and the tips and the tricks and all the videos that I'm going to be putting out. And I will see you in game in a couple of months.